Creepy text messages sent by a former star Sydney baker to a woman hours after he raped and forcibly submitted her to indecent assault in his bakery can now be revealed. News.com.au has exclusively obtained the text messages sent by Hibabullah Afghan Beg, 40, to one of his female victims. On the day the then 21-year-old woman arrived to start work at his Lakemba bakery, she was subjected to an ordeal which involved 6 rapes and indecent assaults before she managed to flee. Hours later, the father of 2 began texting her saying he loved her. "I miss you," he texted. "I am so much in love with you. What can I do? Please help me, it's hard for me." And before the woman finally ended the conversation, he texted, "I want to suck your boobs." Afghan Beg, who has been jailed for a maximum of 6 years, and will spend at least 3 years and 7 months behind bars for 7 sex offences against 2 women, was head baker at the Afghan and Arab bakery in Western Sydney in 2015. He came to Australia 17 years ago and became known as the smiling front man for the best bread shop in Sydney. Afghan Beg appeared on the SBS TV show Food Safari, showcasing the Lakemba bakery which produced 4,000 Persian, Afghan, Iraqi and Turkish flatbreads daily from traditional clay ovens. On July 10, 2015, he responded to an advertisement on the website Gumtree placed by a 20-year-old woman looking for work. Afghan Beg told the woman he was opening a new restaurant and needed good staff. When she went to his Halden Street Lakemba shop, he showed her around and asked her, "Do you have a boyfriend?" When they went into the courtyard for a cigarette, he said, "You look friendly," and then wrapped his arms around her and hugged her. Afghan Beg then ushered her upstairs to show her the rest of the restaurant, saying, "You can bring your suitcase here and stay with me for free." After repeatedly insisting she sit on a couch in the upstairs office, he sat next to her and said, "What are you thinking about? Talk to me, say something." He tried to pull her close and she resisted and got up and walked to the stairs. Afghan Beg followed her and grabbed her from behind and then grabbed both of her breasts and squeezed them. Crying no, the woman pushed him off her and fled the premises. Police later charged the baker with an act of indecency. On August 24, 2015, a 21-year-old waitress and beauty consultant placed an ad looking for work on Gumtree. Afghan Beg sent her numerous texts and she replied saying both she and her sister wanted jobs. Both women went to his other bakery in the Sydney suburb of Fairfield to discuss work and the pay rate. The day before she was due to start, Afghan Beg texted the woman and asked if she or her sister were married. She texted back saying she was separated and "I want only a job." He responded, texting, "I know. And I want you to work for me full-time if you want to. Just I'm saying that you are so beautiful, girl. I really liked your style." Further texting had ensued about the job and pay rate when Afghan Beg texted, "Can I ask you one question? Can you be my girlfriend please?" The woman responded she had broken up with her husband, to which Afghan Beg texted, "I can't get you out of my mind after I saw you." When she texted back, "No," he replied, "I will keep you happy, don't worry. Please." She texted, "I want job only," and asked, "Do I wear a uniform?" He replied, "Just wear nice dress. Like a short dress. You look gorgeous in a dress." When the woman turned up for work at the Lakemba bakery, Afghan Beg took her upstairs to the office and began asking her questions about herself. She responded that she wanted to focus on work, but he wrapped his arms around her. The woman pushed him away and went downstairs and began setting up tables. An hour later, he beckoned her back upstairs to prepare receipts and documents for the bakery. Again he asked her to sit on the couch in the office, hugged her and restrained her as she tried to pull away. Pulling her onto his lap, he rubbed her buttocks and then grabbed her breast with his right hand. This would later count as Afghan Beg's first assault with act of indecency against the second victim. The woman tried to get off the couch but was pulled down by the baker, who grabbed her breasts. Then he pulled her onto his lap and grabbed and rubbed her breasts as the woman tried to get away. This was the second assault with act of indecency. Afghan Beg renewed conversing with the woman while he locked her legs under his, grabbing the inside of her right leg and kissing her. The woman wrapped her arms around her breasts, but Afghan Beg forcefully pulled away her hands. He then pressed his face to her breasts and moved his head from side to side. He then pulled down her top, her pants and underpants to her knees, began kissing her bare stomach and then her genitalia. Afghan Beg then committed a third offense, of sexual intercourse without consent. When she tried to pull up her pants, he got on top of her and committed a further count of sexual intercourse without consent. He then removed his own pants and committed another count of sexual intercourse without consent. The woman said, "Stop it, this is not right. I am going to call police." The baker then rubbed himself against her back and grabbed and squeezed her breasts, committing his last assault with act of indecency. The woman managed to stand up and pull her clothes back on as Afghan Beg said, "Oh my God, I came a lot. Can you grab tissues on the floor?" The woman could smell semen, which made her sick to her stomach. When she headed for the exit, the baker asked if he could hug her. She consented, thinking he would let her leave if she did, but as he hugged her he squeezed her bottom with both hands. The entire series of sexual assaults lasted 21 minutes and was caught on CCTV on the bakery's upper floor. At 5:51 p.m., just hours after the offenses, Afghan Beg began texting the woman, saying, "How are you? I miss you." When the woman texted back, "I don't miss you," Afghan Beg replied, "I know that. But I still miss you." The woman, who was still desperate for work, then sent a text asking when she and her sister could begin their jobs. Woman, "Okay, just let me know so we can go there, sick, and start working." Afghan Beg, "But I am so much in love with you. What can I do?" Woman, "No, I am not." Afghan Beg, "Please help me." Woman, "No, I can only friend." Afghan Beg, "It's hard for me." Woman, "Only I want work." Afghan Beg, "I want to suck your boobs." Woman, pissed, sick, off. On August 29, 2015, police arrested Afghan Beg, who refused to discuss the assaults. On Tuesday in the NSW District Court, Judge Julia Bali sentenced him to a maximum of 6 years behind bars. Afghan Beg, who was supported in court by his wife, will be eligible for parole in November 2020.